you got a lot of secrets, and I ain't finna be one of them.
If I was anywhere, I was protected. Were you?
Tell me what you want. Please don't give up on me.
What I want can't be bought.
Down in the valley, baby.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love P-Valley, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now tonight we're going to be talking about P-Valley Season 2, Episode 8. This is my quick thoughts, early impressions. Now down below, I want you guys to let me know exactly how this episode made you feel right after watching it. And man, we knew it was going to be a body getting dropped off just from the title of the episode, the death drop. And unfortunately, I guess your boy Pico had to go. So I guess we smoking on that Pico pack. He had it coming, because the last thing that you need to be doing is claiming a body that you didn't even take. On top of that, y'all know Little Murder wasn't playing around. He was not playing around. He was trying to send his boy Big Teak off with no drama, no issues. It was, an emotional day for him. But to see Pico claim that body, I knew what time it was. You know what I'm saying? You can just look on Little Murder's face. You knew what he was about to do. He was like, okay, he want to claim this body? He gonna claim Big Teak? Like, really? Oh, hell nah. That ain't happening. So tonight, your boy Little Murder went out there and did exactly what he thought needed to be done. Now, unfortunately, this is going to cause a ripple effect. We already know it's going to cause issues, well, more issues between Little Murder's gang and, Pico, Maine, and all them. It's going to cause some major issues, and I got a feeling this is not over yet. But hey, Pico had it coming. I mean, you don't claim bodies that you don't catch. And on top of that, the man, he just had a funeral, and you coming out here being very disrespectful. What do you think is going to happen? You know what I'm saying? And then, he want to talk about, I got a son and all this. Well, it was a little bit too late for that. You should have thought about your son when you was making that video, or before you made that video about taking Big Teak's life. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that. I already know everybody wanted to see Derek get smoked in this episode. I wanted to see him get smoked as well. But from what I'm seeing, especially these last few episodes, it seemed like they're building up for a crazy season finale. And that's exactly what I think we're going to get. I think this season finale is going to be flat out crazy. We still have episode 9, then of course episode 10. That's where I think everything's going to, come unfolded. We're going to get everything. But besides that, this was a solid episode, man. We got the return of Whisper and Roulette, and it was a lot of different fan theories about Whisper and Roulette, and if something was going to happen between the two, especially after what happened in the last episode. We know that Terrence character, he wanted Whisper, and Roulette felt some type of way about that. Now in this episode, we saw exactly what this dude was really on. He said, look, I ain't about to pay you all the money. You know what I'm saying? I went down on you, and he wanted a piece of Whisper. We knew this, but Roulette is crazy. She is crazy. And when you go back to her description of her character, I mean, it pretty much states that this girl is a wild card. And y'all saw exactly why her name is Roulette. She don't play around. And if you thought she was playing, at the end of the episode, you see that bullet in that revolver. You already know what time it was, man. This girl, she doesn't play around at all. She was really about to risk it all, messing around with this dude, Terrence. But hey, it is what it is with that. Roulette will still be a wild card. Whisper, I mean, she still is a mystery, right? I think it's still more about her character that we don't know about. And I think before the end of the season, we're going to see more of it. My quick thoughts, early impressions on Mercedes. She's still trying to heal. She's still messed up. It's a struggle. And, her being the stripper is going to be a struggle because you can't really perform like you used to with that damaged shoulder. On top of that, we know she was going through some things with her daughter, Terica. We know Shell had an issue with Terica getting that abortion without her being there. Well, Terica would have came to you, but you're a drunk. So how is she going to, get you to come if you can't even get in the car, if you can't even wake up? So it makes sense for her to go to Mercedes in the first place, somebody that is reliable and somebody that she can count on, especially in a time like that, right? Now, we saw Maine, he returned in this episode. Luckily, Mercedes was able to keep him away from all that gang drama, because we know what was about to go down. Now, he ended up still leaving or whatever, but Mercedes was able to keep him there for the time being. And Mercedes made that decision like, no, I can't be with you like that. Because it's quite obvious that Maine, he's trying to clap those cheeks. You know, I think he does care about Mercedes for real, but he's trying to get in that, plain and simple. Mercedes, she's thinking better. She's trying to make a better decision, especially if she's going to get her daughter back or whatever in her full custody. She wants to make sure she makes the right moves. I told you guys, yes, Mercedes is attracted to Maine. A lot of females is, right? But you got to be able to, you know, accept everything that comes with him. All that gang affiliation and shit that's going on. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. And what we just got tonight is just a prime example of what would happen if Mercedes was to actually take things serious with Maine. You have to stop this dude probably every other night from not going out there in those streets, you know, possibly getting killed or getting you and your daughter killed. So it makes sense on, you know, the way she is moving around him. But we're going to see if we're going to see more of his character in the future. I think having him around can make the story that much more interesting, in my opinion. Now, my quick thoughts, early impressions on your girl Keyshawn, Miss Mississippi. She returned to the pink. We talked about that in the final predictions video. She returned. And of course, we know Mercedes felt some type of way about it, but she respected it. She understood that, you know, if she was there for a good reason, and she pretty much had no place to go. As I told you guys, Miss Mississippi feels like she's free at that club. She was able to convince Derek to allow her to come back and dance. The club is not open, but it's going to reopen, and it's looking like it's going to reopen within the next 2 episodes. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. We know Keyshawn went to Idle Night to get more, you know, information on what she needs to do. And it seems like she's going to do the Haley Carlton game plan. And hopefully it can work for her, because if it doesn't, it's not going to end well. You guys let me know, do y'all think the game plan that Idle Night has for Keyshawn is going to work? Hopefully it does, because I don't want to see Derek finishing her off. I would rather see her finishing that dude off or just getting away from him. This whole Derek thing, y'all already know they're going to continue to build it up and save it. Most likely to the season finale. And your girl, Idle Night, telling her real name time and time again is going to bite her in the butt, in my opinion. Eventually, someone's going to find out, someone like the sheriff, and she's going to have a lot of explaining to do. It's crazy because that Georgie lady that works for the whole Promised Land, she pretty much told her that, look, you need to be who you are or whatever. Eventually, this whole thing is going to blow up in her face, and I want to see how she's going to deal with it. Now, Georgie, she kept her word. She said, look, I am offering you $5 million. That's it. That's it. And she did make a good point. She said, if we continue to wait, the next time we meet, that offer may not even stand. And who knows, if Idle Night does get caught up with this whole Lakeisha Savage thing, I know Georgie gonna trip out like, man, this girl was faking the whole time. She ain't even who she say she is. On top of that, we know that they end up paying your girl Patrice off to try to step down. Now, do you guys believe Patrice is going to take that offer? Take all the money that Corbin's going to give her. She steps down, and that way, this whole casino thing can stop. Because we know Patrice is trying to stop the casino, but Corbin, his brother, Georgie, Adam, you know, Andre, they all want the casino, right? The casino is big business, and Adam, she needs that to still be in talks. And once she does sell the club, she's able to get a higher offer. But I just don't think it's going to play out the way they thinking it's going to play out. Your boy Andre's real dad is still alive. The dude is on death row, was catching bodies back in the day, and Andre looked stupid. He looked stupid in this episode, but Adam came in, you know, she talked it over with him, and now they're trying to, you know, come up with a better game plan on what he needs to do. But it was funny as hell when they showed Patrice, and they was talking about how she was out there in those streets, you know, pretty much hoeing. Patrice is like, look, I owned up to my hoeing, you know what I'm saying? I did what I had to do out there on those streets. I hoed for y'all to be able to fly. I mean, Patrice, this girl is flat out crazy, man, but her character is very interesting and she's very entertaining. But we know, like I told you, they're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that casino is built. And if they got to pay her off each and every week to get her to step down, that's exactly what they're going to do until that casino is built. Now, Uncle Clifford was suffering some things in this episode. My quick thoughts, early impressions on that is, I would not be surprised if Uncle Clifford does get even. You know that conversation that they had in this episode, the argument between Uncle Cliff and Autumn Night. It was some disagreements about Keyshawn and of course Mercedes out there dancing. We know Grandma Ernestine at the very beginning of the season told Uncle Cliff, you need to go ahead and just kill the girl. You know what I'm saying? So Cliff is definitely thinking about getting even. At least that's what we heard Cliff's mom say in this episode. The spirit of Uncle Cliff's mom, it really got to Cliff, and we can tell throughout this episode. Hopefully Grandma Ernestine is okay. We saw Uncle Cliff praying about allowing Grandma Ernestine to live, so hopefully that does happen. But you guys let me know, what did you think about episode 8? Leave your theories, predictions, leave it all down below. I will be giving you guys the full recap later on in the day, so stay tuned. But thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.